Hey, welcome to Guild Row, a community for the artisanally curious. As you can see, you have a beautiful cocktail bar here behind us. Can you explain exactly the community here that you've created?
Well, Guild Row is a social club for the artisanally curious. So the idea was this is a place where people can meet one another while making things with their hands. We got together really around the idea of, it felt very important at the time, and now it's even that much more important, but how do we gather together as people? How are we not, we seem to be having increasing difficulty gathering, and now of course even more difficulty. And I come from a theater background, and my experience was very much that making a show with people was as close as you could, there was nothing more powerfully gelling than getting together with a group of people and working on a show.
And talk to us again about the architecture. There's something very interesting and unique about this.
We took these manufacturing buildings and we tried to do as little as possible, and yet they were falling apart completely. So we had to kind of rebuild the structural steel around the walls in order to hold them up. We are basically underground right now, and yet, it feels like we're at ground level. Everything was built around this courtyard, but there's this particular slant to Rockwell as it heads up toward Belmont, and that form is repeated in a whole bunch of places. It's in the tiling, but it's also in the classic manufacturing architectural form of the sawtooth. You'll see it outside. It's over the wood shop and over the Avondale room, and that form gets repeated, that slant, in our logo and all sorts of places. This is our multi-purpose space, but we have two of these huge industrial steel tables. There's one over there that's worth looking at actually, because it's a hydraulic table, and I got them from auction, but they're amazing. You just wheel them in here, and we can do anything from candle making and candle dipping to macrame to leather crafting to wood joinery. We can do all of that in here, and this space has its own bar. All the members are making their own toolboxes, which will serve as kind of cubbies for them in this, and then they hang on this wall. We got commission from Jack Daniels, so these are Jack Daniels barrels. This is worth just smelling. But these are these oak barrels that they age bourbon in, and we're making little bar caddies out of them, and then a bunch of bartenders are going to come here and make bar caddies with us. So this room is really our culinary center. The idea here being, again, pre-COVID, the thought was we'll do our chili cook-off here, or we'll do Friday here. You bring anything, and we'll have a bunch of batters and breadings, and you can, we'll fry it up for you. Now that during the COVID refuge period, you can work with a chef to make a meal and serve your family, or just, make a meal and serve your friends, or we'll serve you a meal however you want to do it. We have 3 more tables like this, and they can be configured in all these great ways. This is our wood shop. It's really our workshop. This isn't going to be a place where anybody's going to do their own projects as much as it's a place where we'll build things that constitute the programming. So again, pre-COVID or post-COVID, the plan is to do things like, let's learn some woodworking skills, basic woodworking skills, while making a jungle gym that we dedicate or donate to a local schoolyard. Or I have a bunch of friends who are in a band, and they've always wanted to be in the Gay Pride Parade, and we would make them a float, and they would perform for us while we, again, learn some basic skills, and then they get to do that. So there's a civic mission to what we want to do. Important to say, the spaces were designed by DAM architects, and in particular my partner Elise Agnello. She's the architect of the space. These were single-story, manufacturing buildings, and she's converted them into a series. We call it a campus. It's built around a courtyard. We have a member lounge here that we're sitting in now, or standing in, and then we have a full wood shop, a full teaching kitchen, a commercial kitchen, and a dining area where we can do all our food programming and cocktail classes, a multi-purpose room where we can do all of our crafting. And then finally, we have our courtyard where there's an open grill, as well as a smoker and other, a fire pit, etc. So
that's amazing. Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. This place is amazing. And if anyone would like to find out any more information, where can they go to find that?
So just go to guildrow.co, or you can email me, jim@guildrow.co.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
All
It's
right,
been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
We want to go ahead and thank Jim Lasko again for providing us a tour of the campus here. Again, they've created a social club for the artisanally curious, a place where people can gather, get to meet, and have a great time. We went through the workshops, the wood shop, the kitchen area, and we've enjoyed it with a nice cocktail. So again, thank you so much, and check out Guild Row.